It is tea time, y'all. It's tea time with me, y'all. Episode 61. My goodness. Fifth wave. Some ripe from white2tea. Giving this a rinse. Definitely looks like it needs it. Definitely. It's worth getting in there to look at that. And yeah, this is an interesting one. It is 2023 material from Manghai, I believe. And then it is roasted by a Wui Rock Tea Yancha Master. And then pressed in 2024 in Yunnan. And yeah, hung out for a year in between. According to the website description, this is the closest they could get to something like, you know, a coffee drinker's tea. Whoa. Really can smell the roast. I am confused. So I appreciate white2tea experimenting with stuff, I have to say. Let me give this a second rinse. My goodness. This is a little bit gunky. I'm using the bottom of the bag. Still have kind of a chunk in there. 25-gram sample, I believe. Yep. Really syrupy, thick, auburn. Wow, still quite a bit of particulate. That is just from the bottom of the bag, so it's not necessarily a negative on the tea itself. I'm gonna toss that. It's a little cloudy. Yeah. Wow. Smells strange. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Okay, first steeping here, much better. It smells very like mid-body, oaty, hay, barn, kind of roasty. I mean, they said beanie. Like I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. I mean, kinda like edamame almost, or something like that. Like roasted edamame, not the fresh green one. Okay. Here we go. Good color. Cheers. Ooh. Bitter. Oh, bitter. Oh, bitter is bitter. Whoa. Wow. This is not for me today. Wow, my goodness. When I drink ripe, I don't want that much bitter. This is, you know, maybe if you're like a really French roast kind of person. I am not. This might be for you. Ooh, that is intense. I didn't have a big sip, and that was very bitter. I honestly might pull some leaf out of this. I'm gonna give it another shot before I do. I don't like this. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna pull some out first before I move on. Wow, it is very bitter. Yeah, I won't lie. This is very coffee-like in kind of. It's lacking sweetness. It definitely has a round. Wow, it is really bitter to me. Ooh, okay. So I pulled out, I don't know, a third of the leaf. No, probably half of it, realistically. So with ripe, often the Gaiwan is like completely full for me. Here's an example. Just like Um, wow. This is an acquired taste. I have to say this is I like the spirit of this insofar as it's an experiment. That can be purchased at a, I don't know, fairly reasonable price. $63 for 200 grams. So that's a reasonable price for white2tea tea. Okay, much better. So I mean, one pro is this tea is freaking packs a punch. So you definitely don't need to use as much tea as you normally would for. Oh, it is still very bitter. Viscosity is a little bit lower now. And I'm having a hard time placing this because the bitterness is leaning towards like acrid in a way that, yeah, this is not a dig on white2tea in any stretch. This is, I'm gonna stop here. This is not the tea for me. Pretty rare for me to do this on camera, but hey, I mean, you know, I was going into this blind. So wow, very strong. Definitely true to its name in terms of the coffee concept, I'd say. Let's keep going. I mean, it's the roastedness is interesting. I don't like it. I think I would have liked this tea a lot more if it had not been roasted. But then again, excuse me, I don't know if it would be having the character that it has right now by any stretch in terms of the bitterness. Yes, this is definitely a coffee substitute. It's a little thinner than coffee in terms of its viscosity. Then again, I'd pretty much drink mud in the morning. Yeah, I mean, there's kind of like the ripe vanilla thing happening there somewhat. Doesn't even really taste woody. Maybe like really dark maple wood. I think this needs like 6 years at least for it to get into any realm that I would be interested in drinking it in. And so I wouldn't necessarily take a flyer on this one personally because I'm not so in love with the profile today. It's very acrid. It's unclear if it's going to age well or if the roast is going to overwhelm this tea. This is for me a pass. No, I appreciate trying this tea. This is a tea drinker's tea in that sense. If you were to have this getting into tea, I think you'd be very confused and turned off by show puer. This is not what I think of when I think of show puer. Yeah. Wow. I think I'm going to change it up and have something a little different next. What would I chase this with? I think I might have some white tea. Something just to very much change, cleans my palate. Have some sweet flavors. It is in the afternoon. Maybe if it was first thing in the morning, I would find this to be a bit more interesting and enjoyable. Definitely with that much leaf, it was just too acrid for me in a way that's just, no, it's hard to even experience the other flavors going on. Now I'm, you know, kind of the way on a little bit of a kind of a maple wood thing. The aroma's not that bad. The roastedness on this is throwing me. I don't think this works. It's just my own yeah. Huh. Yeah. I can see people liking this. I want to be clear. I don't think it's bad, but it is not for me. It is not the profile that I enjoy, but I don't think it's bad by any stretch. It's clean. It's very bitter. The acrid bitterness on it is just too much for me now. I think anyone who's going to be drinking this probably wants to hang out on it for a little while to start, unless that's your thing, in which case, like, more power to you. This is unlike most ripe. This is a ripe that I don't think I could drink on an empty stomach. I'm going to have some water. All right, 10 minutes. Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to. I don't know. This is just, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe, yada, yada, yada. It's always good to experiment. We'll leave it at that. Love everybody. Bye-bye.